Exactly 3 weeks ago, I did a long 7 to 7 hour fast. When I say fast, I mean to say I was just having salt and water. That's it. Today, again, 3 weeks later, I'm beginning another long fast. I'll give you the reasons why we are doing a fast and what it does to your body. And I'll make you go through the various stages of the fast that I'm going to do now. Keep following. It's funny that I talk about going on a fast and then I show you that I'm cooking bacon and eggs. But then, yeah, this is how I'm beginning my fast. Last time I began and ended with this. This is going to be my last meal for a very, very long time. I'll give you all the details and break it down for you. 7 hours later. I started at 8:30. It's 3:40 now. Two things. One, it's tougher when you are actually not involved into doing something, so I'm constantly having the feeling of hunger. It's not real hunger, we know that. I've got back, of course, into the habit after my last fast of eating at regular intervals like we have been conditioned to do so. So I'm feeling the pangs of hunger more often. Second thing being, there is a sensory overload of food everywhere. There's food on my desk, there's nuts, there are chocolates. In the kitchen, there's food. Last time when I did my fast, I was working. I drove 200 kilometers to New York. I was shooting. When you're shooting, you're really involved. But now, it's these two things. Because of these two things, the pangs, the so-called pangs of hunger, more often. Of course, I had 2 liters of my salt water, just keeping me going. But I know this. The first 24 hours is always tough. This is what I drink every day in any case, whether I'm fasting or not. It's almost half a liter first thing in the morning with salt. I'm completing almost 24 hours now. But let me be brutally honest, it has been way tougher this time than my last 77-hour fast. I really don't know what the reasons are. The only thing I can think of is it being totally psychological. It's all in the mind. Because last time I was really working, shooting. It was a fun shoot. Yesterday was Diwali. Mostly I was at home or going to coffee shops and getting coffee over as gifts and stuff like that. There's food all around, so it plays tricks on the mind. It was tough. Yeah, working at a desk all day does give you more pangs as opposed to physically working outdoors. I have come out for a run. It feels so good with all that energy, coming because of my fasting. It sounds counterintuitive, but it is like that. If you start fasting, you'll realize that you have way more energy than when you're actually eating. It's funny, but it's like that. So much of strength and energy that you get. And I'm at what? That's 5 o'clock. That means 3 hours short of 36. I'm 33 hours. I'm beginning to peak actually. My energy and strength levels are beginning to peak right now. Just to let you know, for the first 12 hours when the body realizes that you're not getting a regular supply of food, highly overrated, the body starts to break down the glycogen that is stored in the liver and the muscles to maintain the sugar levels. After the first 12 hours, the body goes into what we call gluconeogenesis from protein. That's the stage of ketones being developed. It's called ketosis. That's how the body starts to run. Now, folks are often worried about my protein content in my body, how much protein I have. Let me tell you, after consulting multiple doctors across the planet, and of course, Dr. Pradip Jamnadas, I have enough protein in my body to last me, it's enough, okay? And vitamins, I have enough vitamins stored to last me 4 weeks. 4 weeks. And fat, I have enough fat to last me 6 to 7 weeks. People call me skinny. I'm not a big guy. I'm actually skinny. And I still have fat enough of 6 to 7 weeks. After 18 hours, the body starts to do what is called autophagy. Now, that is something phenomenal actually. Autophagy in layman's term basically is auto means self and autophagy means eating, it's self-eating. It again sounds counterintuitive, but that's what happens. In layman's terms, the good cells are eating up the bad cells. Basically, you are rejuvenating and regenerating yourself. Now, autophagy does start at 18 hours. For some people, it will start a little earlier. For some others, it may start a little later. But the best results of autophagy you get to see when you have done 3 days plus of fasting. Folks, I must let you know that here, when I'm talking about fasting and ketosis and all of that, I'm not pushing an agenda. I'm just sharing my journey with you because it's important, because it has given me an outlook towards life that I had no idea about 4 years ago. And today I'm treading a path which is not easy, I must say, but it is revealing and it's extremely important, which is why I'm sharing my journey with you. That was a gym session that I did at the 36-hour mark. The growth hormones from 24 onwards start to go up. 36 hours onwards, it starts to go off the charts. When I was doing my deadlifts, I was doing approximately 20% more than what I usually do. Oh, with 1 rep less. I must admit, I have to be honest with you. In the chin-ups, I was doing about the same, a little more than the body weight. Again, 1 rep less. Usually I do body weight. And for the dumbbell rowing, about 20% more, but 1 rep less. So on an average, I'm performing way more efficiently and stronger when I'm on a fast than when I'm in real life. Isn't that amazing? Folks, I'm in a hotel and it is exactly 12 o'clock, which means almost 76 hours. The shoot today. Keep watching. I'll update you. After my shoot, when I came back home last night, I started my bone broth. I was suggested by one of the people that I follow, a very important person who does good nutritional advice, Sangeeta Iyer. I'll mark her Twitter account in the comments below. Amazing work she's doing. I took her advice and started making a bone broth. Today I'll be probably breaking my fast. I'm not hungry at all, but today I'll be probably breaking my fast. Now for the latest update, folks. Dear viewers, that what you see here showing that I have completed 100 plus hours of no food, just salt and water. That's the magic of fasting. My last fast, that was 3 weeks ago, which I did for 77 hours, I broke my fast with bacon and eggs, as advised by my doctor. This time, however, I'm going to make a little subtle difference. As you saw, I'm breaking it with bone broth. 102 hours, I believe. Let's do this. I'm about to break my fast here. That's my delicious bone broth. At least I hope it is delicious. Before I end this video, I'd like to give a big thanks to, of course, Dr. Pradip Jamnadas, as fondly called. He's the one who sent me down this amazing rabbit hole. And also on Twitter, Sangeeta Iyer, been following her for a while. And of course, do check out the videos by Dr. Pradip Jamnadas. Amazing lectures on fasting and ketogenic and low-carb, high-fat diets. If you did get some value on this, I'd like you to click on the like button and put your comments down in the comment section down below. And I'll definitely see you in the next one. All my senses are sharp. Wow. Do you want to try some?
No, thank you.
She doesn't want to try.